While I'm driving on this cold winter day, I'm just going to tell you how ridiculous this church is, okay? They're called Grace Life Church, and they have a church in Monroeville, Pennsylvania, and they have a church that they're starting in North Hills, okay? All suburbs of Pittsburgh. When the pandemic first hit, these crazy mother effers, who clearly are not afraid of any pandemic, they, when everything was shut down, but what? The police station, the grocery store, gas station, and hospitals. Grace Life Church stayed open. They stayed open, and they celebrated it, and they were, they're not following any laws, which, when I met with Pastor Buck, he said, let's abolish the court system. That's what he said to me and Geno. We're going to abolish the court system. Well, I guess, they're doing the same thing, had the same idea with COVID. Maybe I shouldn't have said that word in this video. However, these people are crazy. They stayed open when everything is shut down, and not only did they stay open, they had hundreds of people congregating at their church not wearing masks. They're very anti-mask, okay? And during this time frame, one of their church families, the bigamists, are keeping 3 children from their mother, and they attend this church. And their mother, me, attended this church for many years, and this pastor married my estranged husband and I, and he then has married his new bigamist wife and him. And during this time that they're keeping my kids from me, telling me it's a pandemic and I can't even see my kids in a parking lot on their birthdays, don't you know it's a pandemic? Trending all online on Facebook and on the news, and the picture that is trending is a picture of my 2 sons, my estranged husband, at Grace Life Church while they're open during the height of the pandemic. While they're telling mother, don't you know it's a pandemic and you can't see your children? I see them on the news at a public gathering, not wearing a mask. So as if this wasn't causing enough uproar in the city of Monroeville as it was, they then started having church outside. I don't know what happened, okay? I think they were probably about to lose their building, because then they went to the school. So they start having church outside at one point, and they are having everyone honk for Jesus. And everyone is in the parking lot, and they're all hanging out their cars, yelling and blowing their horns nonstop, and everyone through the city of Monroeville can hear this church creating this ruckus of all these horns honking for hours. And they all went to the Monroeville Community Cares page and were bitching about them, as they do often in Monroeville. Then Grace Life Church moves to Monroeville High School. Somehow they worked out a deal to start having church at the high school, even though they have a building that is way bigger, 3 to 5 times bigger building than this than this school auditorium that has been turned into a church. However, that was their cover-up, saying they needed more room for more people. I did attend there once. I did attend there, and I did not wear a mask, and neither was anyone else but Jen, who went with me, and she was only wearing a mask to make a point. But here we are in a school where a parent who is going to get fucking arrested at that time if they try to go into the school without a mask. Kids got to wear a mask, social distance, but they can have church there every Sunday spreading COVID. No masks in a freaking public school? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And of course, they're anti-vaccine. They're anti the COVID vaccine, which is going to outrage many people. And they're completely against it, and God will protect them, so they believe.